focus on a cue called let's go. Let's go is a really important cue for lots of reasons. Number one, if you want your dog to move up in the same direction as you on a leash without tugging and pulling at them or jerking, you say let's go. Number two, it's a great cue to get your dog out of trouble. If you're out walking with your dog and you anticipate another dog that's approaching that you don't want your dog interacting with, you can say let's go, move the dog away without creating any friction or hostility because you're not using the leash to manipulate. Okay, so what do you need to teach let's go? You need some treats about the size of your small fingernail, a dog on a leash, and a really good happy attitude. So the first thing I'm going to do with Bailey, all I'm going to do is through luring, I'm going to just move the dog with me, and at the same time I'm going to say let's go, and then I'm going to give her a treat. Let's go. Just one step at a time. Let's go. Bailey, let's go. Bailey, let's go. Now, once you've done that several times, in an environment, probably in the house or the backyard where there are not a lot of distractions, you need to then take that to an area that is a little bit more difficult for the dog, still on leash and still going one step. What we want to do is condition the cue let's go to mean to your dog, relinquish anything, a sniff, a dog, anything, and to come with me. So the next stage we're going to do, Bailey, let's go, good girl. So while Bailey was doing something else other than focusing on me, I said the cue, let's go. She came 2 steps with me. I gave her a treat. So I'm going to wait for her to do something else. Bailey, let's go. Good girl. And as you can see, I'm not using any tension on this leash. The leash is not a steering wheel or a rudder. It's just primarily there because we have leash laws and to keep our dogs safe. Bailey, let's go. Good girl. So as you could see then, I said her name, and the minute I said let's go, she moved towards me. So I'm going to let her just get distracted again. Bailey, let's go. Good girl. Always going to reinforce the dog in this position of my body with no tension on the leash. We don't want to inadvertently reinforce another behavior. Now, I have Bailey, when I say let's go, she'll move with me and I give her a treat. That's great. So now let's make this a little bit more distracting for her. I'm going to actually try and let her Gizmo interact with Gizmo, or with something that she really wants to do. I'm not sure where she's going. I now want to go this way. Bailey, let's go. Good girl. Good girl. We train Let's Go at the Dogsmith Training Centre as the prerequisite before we start to teach a heel and walk behaviour, because we need to have the dog moving in the same direction as us, in the right location. This is a great cue if you have a dog that's leash reactive towards other dogs and you're working on management protocols. If you're out walking your dog and you see another dog approaching and you know or anticipate that your dog is going to get leash reactive, the best thing to do is to turn around and move in another direction. So the let's go cue is great for that. Once you've changed the dog's direction and focus away from the stimulus of the other dog, you can then put your dog into a sit behaviour and control them. So this is how that would work. Bailey, let's go. Good girl.